Hello, everybody. This is James from Budget Gamers, and I am here today to talk about the new hero here in Heroes of the Storm, Sylvanas, the Banshee Queen. So, I don't normally grab new stuff, but Sylvanas has a lot of really cool and really fun abilities that kind of led me to going ahead and checking her out. So, one of the things I wanted you to kind of see was kind of how cool this hero is and how she's really a lot of fun. So her three abilities that she has is Withering Fire, which is pretty straightforward. It just shoots an arrow for 25 damage, and it tends to go towards heroes versus going towards minions. But it stores 5 charges, so when you've got this thing fully charged, you can really dish out a lot of pain really quick. Next is Shadow Dagger, which is actually my favorite ability she has. And this does 10 damage to 40 damage over 2 seconds to something, but it jumps. So it hops from target to target. So even if you only have one guy in your range, you toss it on it, you will hit everything that is within hopping distance of this thing. And it's got a decent hop to it. And when you get talents to this ability, it gets a lot of cool stuff. It starts healing you. You can increase its jump distance, all sorts of things. I'll go through when we get to the talents. And then Haunting Wave, you tosses some banshees out, but you also can hit this ability a second time and teleport to where the banshees are. So this gives you a nice little get out of jail card. Um, her black arrow ability is a little bit disgusting. Um, Basically, as if you attack a tower with this thing, the tower doesn't shoot at you anymore. So she can really easily just solo a tower. I had a couple of games back, where they just left me alone, and I literally just pretty much walked from tower to tower, just peeling them down. And I'm not in any high competitive play, so I know that type of stuff doesn't happen at the high end, but it's pretty disgusting and it's pretty fun when it does. And then she has her two ultimates, her Wailing Arrow, which gives you a silence and a nice little damage. That's a skill shot type ability, and Possession, which takes over a minion, gives it a little buff. And so it's kind of fun. I haven't messed with Possession a whole lot. I normally end up taking Wailing Arrow. So with your talents, like I said, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You increase the damage of your Q ability, reduce the damage on your Shadow Dagger. Shadow Dagger. Wow, that was pretty bad. Which is what I normally take, just because of the heal I take later on. Barb Shot lets your Q ability do some extra damage, and then destroying ammo. Here's your level 4s. I'm not going to read these off to you. Everybody can read. I'll mouse over them real slow. But you get a little bit extra duration, extra charges, refills your firing of your Q ability, and a deal over time. And this is the big one. This is what I love right here. This life drain. Shadow Dagger heals you for everybody hit. So, so every time it jumps, you get healed for 10. And when you get a big group of enemies, I literally toss this thing right before I run, and I normally am healed up to full and can turn back around and hop back into the fight. Um, this whole section though, this is my tough one. This is where you really pick a tough skill with her, in my opinion. Because the Black Arrow explosion is really cool. You get some nice AOE pop with that. But then this one too, where whenever you do your hunting shot, you get some stealth. So it just kind of adds to its whole get out of jail free card. Then you have your two level 10 abilities and some movement speed buffs, hitting extra enemies, a slow, gets you an extra charge there, makes enemies vulnerable. So again, that W ability just gets stronger and stronger. It's really it's her bread and butter, in my opinion. And like I said, I am by no means a good MOBA player, but I'm having a lot of fun with Sylvanas. So it's been pretty laggy on here today. I'm going to go ahead and try to, you know what, let's do a practice, just because it's been so laggy today that whenever I do quick match, I'm just not able to record anything, and my FPS dies out, and I end up having to cut the film. So at least if I do practice, I can show you a little bit of her abilities, and she's definitely a hero I would consider shelling out the fee for. I haven't really spent anything on Heroes of the Storm it being a MOBA and me being pretty bad at MOBAs, but she is a lot of fun. She is a lot of fun. And it was definitely worth the purchase. I mean, like I said, I'm normally pretty bad at MOBAs, so I don't put a lot of weight into them. I definitely don't spend money on them. But after playing with her and the Try Hero out, which I think is the greatest thing in the world, um, I was like, wow, she seems like a lot of fun. And so I went ahead and I just got paid, so it was impulse by the hero, and I'm definitely glad I did because it's led me to a bunch of consistent victories in quick match with people even telling me what a good job I did, which in a MOBA for me is uncalled for. I'm used to hearing that kind of stuff when I'm healing groups and stuff like that in MMOs, which tends to be my forte. But for MOBAs, no. I normally hear, get off my team, you're pretty lousy. So there it goes. Look at that thing just jump around, and it just dots the living hell out of everybody. And then I'll throw it out again, and you just watch it just jump, 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 and it's just brutal. So it just makes it easy to get in on these guys and just light them up with that Q ability. I mean, she's just nasty. And then once you get in here, there it is. I mean, you stun up their targets, and you can literally just sit here, throwing W at those guys, dotting everything up, and chipping away at a tower. And if nobody messes with you in your lane, I mean, it is really easy to just peel apart their base with her in absolutely no time at all. And this is her third ability. That's the Haunting Wave. Like I said, I mean, I don't really use the thing unless I'm running, which in practice mode, I mean, here, I'll do it just to do it. Boom, and you get a nice little teleport. So, I mean, she's just a lot of fun. She's a cool hero. She's definitely somebody I would go ahead and buy and check out. I tried out all their other heroes that they had come through. I tried out the Lost Vikings, and I tried out who was the one that came out before that? There were a bunch of them. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But beside the fact, that's just a brief glimpse at Sylvanas. And I'll go ahead and try to hop into some quick match videos and let you guys kind of see her in action versus people that aren't really stationary. Like nice little practice spots here, but at least it lets you kind of get to see a look at her abilities, what they do, and see the potential that she has. So Sylvanas, definitely worth checking out, definitely worth picking up. This is James again from Budget Gamers. I hope you all have a good time, and I hope to see you all in game.